Yes, I'll take care of the ceiling now.
The person went to our plot instead of his.
Morning run, hello.
Hello? Why did you arrive before us?
They asked you to eat tomatoes. I don't know why.
We don't need any. I can give you some more if you want.
And I grab it right away.
To write comments, I felt a little embarrassed. They asked me to pass it on. We will write. If you don't mind, take it. Maybe when I'm there, I'll have lunch too.
I don't know who writes these kinds of comments. Well, yes. Now we'll have about a few meters. Counting the plot's troughs now, there are likely about 20. The 21st is fine. Let's try something new.
Yeah, they asked me to pass it on.
And what about a thank you?
Subscribers.
All right? Just know. We have a lot of them. It's just that they complain that when I serve the first batch, they all rush in for the first one. Then when you serve the second, third, fourth, fifth trough, you have fewer and fewer animals each time. See how it's peeking in?
He says you shouldn't stay silent, just like before.
I wonder, why did they put something empty here?
Yeah, right.
The milking is already happening near the new barn. Because in the new barn on the hectare, now everyone spends the night. The chickens, the pigs, the sheep, and the goats. The ducks and the turkeys. Now no one stays overnight in the old one. The only downside of these overnight stays is that, look, they wanted to go out so much in the evenings that they broke the fence. I initially wanted to weld it and fix everything. I thought, I need to find time and get it done. Then I put in a tray like my father-in-law's, and they broke it here too. So they broke it off like this. And now, there's nothing left to repair. That's it. And these two spans, I ordered new ones. They'll be ready in a month, so we'll just have the spans. Here, this wire is 3 millimeters, and this one is 4 millimeters. I've already ordered 2 spans with 5 millimeters. The strongest ones available, we'll put them here. If they break these too, then we'll have to reinforce them somehow. But these ones are useless now. Maybe they won't break them anymore. They've already realized they can't get out. Maybe they've already gotten used to it. They broke things because they spent their first nights getting used to the old shed. We feed the sheep just a little bit in the evenings, and the pigs in the morning and evening separately. We cover the shed. They already, basically, sincerely, Freckle doesn't want to be there. Freckle. Freckle, if you want to stay, you must be domestic since you'll have piglets. Will you be aggressive or eat them? Freckle.
She's waiting for some milk.
And now, will you take care of the milk? Are you hungry? I'll pet your ears, back, and belly. My good girl. Good girl, good girl. Eat! Eat! We're still taming you. She has already gone for a walk twice. She rode on the boar on Vasya. And Vasya is castrated. I don't know. Maybe she was with a wild boar. Maybe not. The later she goes into heat, the better. She needs to gain weight. How much does she weigh? She's actually a small pig. Voron, no! Today we're going to have a work day. We'll be painting the ceilings in this room. Maybe we'll even paint the stove. And now I'm here with a grater. Right before drawing this pattern, we sketched it with a regular pencil. And before we varnish this stove, we need to use the grater to erase the pencil marks. And actually, probably... Let's light it up. Let's fire up this stove today and see how this paint behaves. Because the white one is a thermo-enamel that can withstand 800 degrees, but we couldn't find the colored ones like that. So this is just regular paint. Water-based emulsion. So, how it will behave, we don't know yet. That's why we need to light it up a couple of times now and observe to know whether we can paint the big stove with the same paint. Shall we light it? There's already a lot of trash piled up here. Paper and firewood. Yes? And this Russian one set it on fire, too. We need to burn it a couple of times before painting so that cracks don't appear on ours. I don't know what to start with. And we need to install the toilet, so we'll do everything. We need to lift it. Yes. The place where the wood will touch the concrete. We'll insulate it like this. Concrete stays damp, so wood always rots when placed on it. The foundation, the platform for the toilet has set. Great. We can install it now. And another important point. In this place, you also need some kind of material that will rot. I found some polycarbonate from the greenhouse valve. We'll glue it here like we did at the blueberry farm. This will make the toilet last longer. I'm cutting off the extra roofing felt so everything looks nice and neat. Just like that. I didn't just put the toilet here for no reason. I need to see how much you need. You need a foundation. You need roofing felt. Even inside here. Polycarbonate. So that the wood doesn't rot in this spot. And now, only now, can we install the door. And cover the roof. But I didn't take the roofing. The slate is still at my blueberry farm. When we come with the trailer later, I'll bring it. Because this stove was plastered and puttied many times, then sanded down. There's a lot of dust. This dust needs to be removed from the walls only with a vacuum cleaner, and from the ceiling too, because we're painting the ceiling today, and the ceiling is all covered in dust.
But then we'll wash it as well.
Yes, first we'll vacuum, then wash it, because the stove has already been completely cleaned for painting. The handle and slate both go on top. And inside I found these old ones. I also found some hinges. Old ones like these. They were just lying there. Here's a toilet like this. Came in. Need to screw this in here. Came in, and closed the door. I can even hide from a bear in here. Oops. All done. That's all. The thing that starts all construction on any site is already working. Even though there's no roof, even though there's no latch, handle, or latch, everything is ready. Valentina, please. The stoves are already giving off good heat, both of them. Everything is ready on the side. They heat well, but they don't crack. So you vacuumed, now you'll wash, and then we'll just paint. Hot. And Rooster's head is very hot, too. Well, everything's fine. The beam is really dark, but I'm not asking you.
Should I clean it? It will be lighter.
Let's see. Maybe it will actually look nice against the ceiling.
Yes, and the ceiling is white there too.
One will be warm, the other light. Let's see how it goes. Just... The color looked better. Buska.
Well, we'll clean it up, it'll be lighter, and then we'll put on the varnish.
We'll wait for it to dry, clean up, then varnish it. Right?
Yes, yes. These small dents will be darker, while that area will be lighter.
Well, go ahead.
It'll be kind of unusual.
Because that's how it shines for now, to be honest.
Well, there's nothing brighter.
Well, yeah. We use what we have. What we had in reserve. Just lying around at home. The last penny, and we've got the first layer painted. But it's best to paint 2 layers, or even better, 3 layers. Then there won't be any streaks. It'll be whiter. The ceiling. And after we painted the ceiling, this dark beam actually became very beautiful, even more beautiful than when it used to be golden. This beam, it immediately started to stand out against this background. Yeah, we'll leave it kind of YouTube style. Or should we sand it down after all? Well, it looks nice.
I already want to leave it like this.
Well, we'll put the baseboards here too. Okay, so, 1, let it dry, and then we'll coat it. We'll paint it a second time today as soon as it dries, right? So there won't be any streaks. We have, friends, 2 types of wallpaper here. There are pink ones with flowers, and there are blue ones with cornflowers.
No, some are white with cornflowers.
I wanted the pink ones, but you're likely fixated on your cornflowers. And probably, again, whatever Valka says, that's how it's going to be, right?
Yes.
All right. Vasiliki, then Vasiliki. Well, here you go, friends. Today we installed the toilet. Today Valentina and I painted the ceiling. We painted this beam. Tomorrow I'll probably work on the yard. Look, see, all of this right now is about 25 sotkas, but we have 75 here. Here we have stakes set up way over there in the forest. You can't even see the house from the stakes. Let's go. I'll show you where they are. You can't even see them from here. So the surveyors measured over there. That's where our house is supposed to be. Imagine, you have to at least mow all of this so you can even see anything. Roughly, where our land is, where our house is. It's just forest here, just woods and thickets. Of course, we're not planning to touch the pines or birches. But the shrubs, like this buckthorn, need to be cut down, and this tree. All of that. We need to tidy up the area. We'll take care of it tomorrow. Here we have a pond on our property that dries up in the summer. You can see that some animals have been here, maybe some frogs or something, but I don't really know. Either we'll improve and restore it, or, on the contrary, we'll dig a new one closer to the house and fill this one in so it's level with the ground. In general, there's still a lot of work to do here. Can you imagine? This is 70 Aries. 70 Aries right in the middle of the forest. That's almost a hectare of land. The blackberries are ripe. Perfect timing, we have sweet berries.
Even though they're small, they're really, really sweet.
Yeah, of course, they're small ones, but they're sweet. So, on our land, we have mushrooms and berries growing. The house is literally just in the forest. It's not at the edge of the woods. It's not the last plot. It's not like there are neighbors' houses nearby. It's just deep in the woods. Here, you need to at least make some kind of forest park on your own land, level the area, and leave only birch trees, pines, and oaks. And dig some kind of pond. Tomorrow, I'll put the blade on the scythe and find a stake. Our plot is diamond-shaped, 6 corners, and one of the stakes is in this blackberry bush. I'll have to find it, and all of this will need to be mowed tomorrow. So what? We'll add a second ceiling layer.
I think, Dimka, we won't clean this beam. We'll just apply varnish to it, and that's it.
It looks better, right? He just highlighted it on the ceiling, right? And it dried a little. After that, it turned out just right. There will be baseboards here, too. But only after the wallpaper is put up, after we put up the baseboards. A few months ago, our farm didn't have electricity. Now it does. There was no water. Now there is. There was no toilet. Now there is. There was no hot water. Valentina got herself an electric sink. She got tired of washing dishes in cold water, especially since winter and autumn are coming soon, and it will be uncomfortable to wash dishes in cold water. Of course, this sink will stay, but only for the summer. The ceiling has been painted twice, and the beam once. But Valia said not to paint it again yet. There are small holes here. And she wants to go over them with acrylic sealant. And we have it. At the house on Blueberry Farm. So now, we'll paint this metal. Then we'll go home right after that. How do you wash it? Doesn't it clean? Preparation for painting always takes longer than the painting itself. But overall, we observed it for a whole day. Everything was great. The paint didn't fade, and no cracks appeared. Of course, we didn't heat it up all the way, but it was hot. Really, really hot. Here, the Ruskaya Pech also warmed up. It's hot, but no cracks appeared. Everything is fine. That's it. Everything is washed. Everything is clean. The paint is 1200 degrees. At Blueberry Estate, we added golden platinum. Are we not doing that here? No, that's right. There's no silver paint here, which is already good.
And before that, it was blue here.
See, it was blue, right? Yeah, it faked. It's a shame. We were short by 20 square centimeters. That's it. It doesn't spray anymore. All right, let's go to the city and buy some more. Good morning. Let's go feed everyone. The bird spends the night with us. Wherever it wants, since morning, it has already come out of the barns, just like at dawn. All thanks to the dogs. The dogs are on duty. By the way, all 4 golden Kahinkins happened to get in the frame. Remember, I was so worried about whether they would survive until autumn? It seems they did. This one closer to us, of course, was sick. We treated him, but these ones are great. They developed well. Here's the rooster and 2 hens. Looks like they'll stay. We've already sold a lot of hens and roosters, but we don't sell the red ones. Mostly, the black and speckled ones were sold. We haven't sold a single one with this kind of marbled coloring either. There are 2 hens and a rooster left. Also for ourselves. Because this is an imported line. There's not even anyone to crow. This white one has already become mature. Now he's crowing. And so, from a gray rooster and a black hen, we got a white rooster. This whole flock spent the night here outside, in the electric fence. The main thing is not to feed the sheep, but you can give more to the pigs. So, what? Are you sitting here early in the morning? Show me. And the eggs are hot. Come on, go outside and eat. She was about to plow from there quickly. It's almost September already. Come on, go, eat. Why are you getting her used to being handled?
That's it. She doesn't run anymore.
Yeah? If there's no food, she'll leave immediately.
No, I pitted them without food. They were lying here with Vaska, and I pitted them. They don't run.
Strange. If I try to pet her, is she scared of me? Hi? Oh, see how she reacts to me right away? She's only not afraid of you. I've already packed all this in the trunk. We take all this, we're going to a quiet farm. All of this. It's a tough day. We'll be mowing, sawing, and pumping out the well. My boots are full of blackberry thorns.
Well, we'll get them out.
At first, we didn't want to patch up these holes, right? Then we fired up the stove, and they seemed to get a little bigger. It's like they're playing, yeah, yeah. It'll be better with silicone. And the third time, we'll paint it with this acrylic sealant. Acrylic sealant can be painted over, and you won't even see those gaps at all. The fire hose is ready. I've already pumped out the wells several times. It's just dirty, sandy water. I poured it all around the campfire, and if, God forbid, it starts again, I'll pour it out right away. I've already emptied the well completely twice. Look how the pines became exposed when I cut down that plum tree and lilac. Look, Val, a treasure. Here's the treasure. Do you want it? Let's go turn it in. This one's good. I think there's even a little bit left in here somewhere. You can finish it off. So they grew into the ground, right? Wow, they're all the same. Rich people lived here because the vodka was top quality and they didn't return the bottles. All friends. 2 hours until dark. We still have an hour to get home. Let's stay another half hour, let the campfires burn a bit longer, then I'll put them out with water from the well, and we'll go. We spent the whole day outside, even having tea outdoors. Valia sealed the ceiling with acrylic sealant, similar to silicone. And we didn't go back inside the house anymore. We got a lot of work done. We even made a path here with Valia like this, into the forest. Today we did something important with you, something that's hard to show you. All our 6 stakes, our diamond-shaped plot. We walked around in a circle like this, 3 meters. That means you can already walk all the way around it, and all the stakes have been mowed around like this. If I show you now, it will probably take about 10 minutes to walk around. So just trust me. So finally, when guests come over, at least I can show them around my property, walk them around the plot. We trimmed this little spot, too. There were a lot of shoots from the lilac. Finally, the forest has opened up here. Pines. Because around our forest house, there should be a forest, not some wild plum or something. In a plum tree. We found another apple tree, but this year the apple trees didn't bear fruit. That's exactly. Next year we'll try all the apples and see if they remain. Or cut them down. Will they be tasty? This is a huge lilac bush. I never thought lilacs could be this thick. And the chainsaw just stopped cutting. It just got dull on the lilac. And apparently we carried a meter-long piece like this, heavy as oak. Apparently it's a very dense wood. Right here it probably takes up about 20 square meters, this lilac bush. That's a different story for another time. I need to rest now. And the bathroom, too. We tidied up all around, mowed and sawed. Here we have a back exit from the house, and it leads straight along the path to the bathroom. We cleaned up, spread the leftover sand from the bathroom all around, and it turned into a sort of pedestal. We'll cover it with slate when we return with the trailer, then cover it from above. The important thing is that it's already functional. Let's put out the fires and go home. This is the kind of murky, dirty water coming from the well. The hose was lying near the fire. Look, it got punctured. I didn't even expect it. It seemed like it was lying a meter or 2 away from the fire. The well fills fast. There are springs, but it's real quicksand and the water is dirty and murky. I just stood up, buried it, and fell in here. Just imagine. Where is it all collapsing to? Most likely, it's all collapsing into the shaft. Oh, the whole shaft is covered with debris. I don't know what's going to happen to this well. We probably won't get drinking water, so we'll need to pump it out more often. Whatever happens, happens. Friends, it's hard to get bone marrow. And the smells are so nasty. You know what this smells like? It's like when you're at the dentist's office and they're drilling your tooth. And the sound is exactly the same as that machine. And the smell is exactly the same. Just like that. You almost involuntarily open your mouth wider while sawing. Today we won't be covering the base with stone all day, but instead, we'll be working on our well. This is the very first building we had on our farm, and since it was standing next to the shed, for a while I even wanted to move it. To build a new well on the hectare, but now I started thinking, what if our new well on the hectare will be exactly the same as the one at Tico? There will be dirty water and quicksand, no water vane, and we'll spend 2 years pumping it out. We've already repaired this well several times. Look, the sheep are always rubbing against it here. They've already chewed off screws of different colors here. Now they're grazing on the hectare, and we're still going to restore this well. Because the water here, even though it's yellow, swampy in color, is actually very tasty. And it's fine. From the top, the sheep have torn off the soft roofing. It's the door of the hut that needs to be replaced. You see how it's rotted. It needs to be completely replaced. Basically, for this little house over the well, only the frame is in good condition. The frame will stay, but the soft roofing and some parts of the hut need to be replaced. At first, I wanted to make the same kind of roofing as we have on our house, but it's ribbed, and here the ribs would be huge. It doesn't fit. I started looking for the same kind of soft gray roofing, but I couldn't find it either. So I bought this one. I bought this black one with white, well, you could say it's almost gray. And we'll cover it with this one now. I cut it both across and lengthwise. We recently had this dish during our trip to the Caucasus. It's very tasty, with garlic. You eat just one of these bones, and you feel completely full. This is a restaurant dish. Here it costs next to nothing. These beef bones are really cheap, honestly. But to cook them, of course, well, it's a profitable dish. Not expensive. But there's one downside. When you cut them, it's like being at the dentist. When you cook them, you know the smell. It's like you bought bones for dogs, right? So it's not pleasant to cut or cook them. But do you remember this from childhood, when you used to cook soups? Then you take the bone and use the back of a fork to push it in, and you drink that bone marrow, and you just get amazed yourself. It seems so primitive, but it's so delicious. But the Caucasians went even further. Why use the back of a fork to get the bone marrow out when you can just cut it open?
Well, we just don't do it like that.
I don't know. We'll be eating this for a week. We should probably invite some guests. Wow, it's already starting to smell.
It already smells like food, right?
Yeah, it smelled like bones here, like someone just brought bones for our dogs. I hope you can make it like in a restaurant.
I don't know.
Remember we had one like this at the restaurant? And you just eat them. It's so fatty. That's bone marrow. It's just vitamins. It's just healthy. It's protein. And this, we'll be eating it for about a month, right? Heating it up every day, unless someone comes to visit. If we like it, we'll keep making it.
Yes.
I'm eager to finish. I'm starting now. Right away, put it there and there. And you know, I can already see that most likely the well will turn out even better than it was when it was brand new. And the color of the wood suits all our buildings better now. And the color of the roof itself, gray, matches the buildings. This dish is very fatty. You can't just eat it on its own. That's why Valentina prepares croutons.
But we didn't get anything with them, right?
Because we ordered 10 dishes back then.
Well, at least they put a piece of bread with them.
All the problems with this well were mostly right here, at the bottom, because moisture and dampness would collect here, and it would start to rot here, and then the sheep would also get caught here. That's why I decided to fix it like this. I'll put this kind of metal here. It was left over from the house. I'll insert it here and the base will be stronger and it won't be visible. And even if a little bit will drip down, the metal will protect it. Just like that. Being ambidextrous is beneficial. There you go. That's over-ripening. Tomatoes?
Yes.
Tough luck, guys. If I lived in Brest, I would have finished it today. But as it is, I literally just needed 2 more strips here and here. So I bought exactly 1 pack of soft roofing. Should I go to the city just to buy it now? We'll get it when we pass by anyway. Everything was swollen from underneath, scratched and bitten off. It used to be brown, but now it's all black and gray. And now it looks just like our house building and the utility complex. And like the roof on our utility complex. Now it's not only new, but it also matches the entire architecture of our buildings. Does it finally smell good? While we were getting ready, we had to put up with all those smells. Dog smells, dental smells. Seriously, it's a delicacy. Delicious. Awesome.
Very tasty. Well, the bread is really tasty.
Uh-huh. Without bread, we wouldn't have eaten as much. It's just raw lard, raw fat. Too bad Bashelovad isn't here. We would have fed him. He'd appreciate it since he's from the countryside.
Yeah.
All right, we still need to try it with the white one. Well, awesome, friends, awesome. That's it. Our video has come to an end. We worked and ate. That's life.
Oh.
See you soon. All right, goodbye. Bye.